But this Alzheimer's thing is good news. It is good news. So what it does, it's a blood test they're trialling. They've got volunteers trialling it, and it can detect Alzheimer's 15 years before symptoms develop. Now, that is huge. So going back to Alzheimer's is a condition where you get two types of protein that build up in the brain. The first one is called beta amyloid, and it collects between brain cells, a bit like rubbish collecting in between brain cells, stopping them from messaging each other. And the second one is tau protein. That's inside our brain cells, and it works almost like a train track that allows smooth movement of food and messages along there. And in Alzheimer's, that can get twisted, so the food and the movement of the messages doesn't occur. Now, the problem is these proteins can build up in our brains for quite a long time, because our brains are really good at adapting and taking over damaged areas. So you might not develop symptoms until a lot of it has been built up, by which time treatment options may be limited. But this blood test can really pick it up that much earlier. And the key thing with that is 45%-ish of Alzheimer's disease is preventable through lifestyle measures. So let's say you test positive for this, you can reduce your risk by nearly a half by looking at the food that you're eating, things like omega-3 fatty acids, blueberries, antioxidants, all of that. Exercising, sleep, getting your hearing checked, getting your eyes checked, all of those things significantly reduce your risk of Alzheimer's dementia.
So you can help yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
And of course, getting it quicker.
Yeah.
You can help yourself along.
You can get it quicker, and there might be newer treatments as we go forward as well.
I hope so. I do hope so. Something we've talked about a lot on the show is Jess's rule. And finally, this rule comes into place today, doesn't it?
Yeah. So GP surgeries up and down the country are getting posters to remind them and patients of this rule. So Jess was a 27-year-old girl who sadly contacted her GP surgery 20 times over 5 months with worrying symptoms, and was reassured each time, but turned out to have a serious cancer. The idea behind this rule really is to remind doctors something we should already know, but if a patient comes in with the same or worsening symptoms 3 times or more and we don't have a diagnosis for it, we're supposed to reflect, which means go back over their history, look at what they've already said, what we already know, review, which is bring them in, examine them, talk to them again, make sure you're not missing anything, and then rethink. Do you need to refer? Do you need to order more tests? Don't just reassure on that third presentation. You need to go back and have a look at it. So we should get earlier diagnosis, better diagnosis. Really, but the key thing, when we look at the data, younger people and people from minority backgrounds are often dismissed because they say, oh, you're too young to have this, or you won't have it. So we're hoping it will help with all of those things.
It's great. Now, this is an interesting one. Harry Styles being used to help women's health.
I know. I didn't think I'd see this over the weekend, but the announcement of Harry Styles' new album has triggered people to go and get their cervix checked through screening.
How is the... Tell me the connection here.
Well, it's an NHS meme, and they've got a picture of Harry when he first auditioned on X Factor, which was in 2010. So if you remember that, and you're excited about the new album, chances are you're of an age where you need a cervical screen.
Perfect.
Exactly, 25 to 64, you need your screening done. So if you've got that letter, do what Harry says and get screened.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that he's helping women, even though he didn't realise it.
No.
That he's helping.
Well, he's helping women he's been helping women for a long time. Let's be fair.
Now, look, when people get older, sometimes they have falls and they have a terrible time of it. And poor old Piers Morgan.
Yes.
Because he's no longer young.
No,
he's had
not
a fall.
Spring chicken. No.
He's had a fall.
he was in a hotel. He tripped over a step, and sadly he broke his neck of femur, which is his hip. So much so that he needs surgery to fix it. So he's put this online. He says that, I mean, that is quite a good break there.
Yikes.
And he says he's doing fine. He also said he blames Donald Trump for it. So take from what you mean from that. I think it was just tongue-in-cheek, but that was the last comment on
We wish him all the very best. Of course we do. I'm sure he's sitting in his hospital bed watching right now. Amir, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you
and it's so nice to have you back.
Oh, thanks, Amir. I appreciate it.